want to pay attention, probably avoid the water.
Yeah, that's when you could have a high surf, and the double red flag, it's actually, you can get fined for going in. It's so dangerous that, you know, even the people that rescue you could be at risk. So red flags or double red flags, probably best to just stay out of that water.
That's right. And if you see the purple flag, by the way, that could be some dangerous marine life, usually jellyfish.
Yeah.
So just be watching that. Now here's a look at that rip current forecast. I'm going to note those temperatures, the water temperature is really warmed up. Yeah, I think last week was like 84. It's now 87.
That's a spicy meatball. So very warm. You'd have to go a little deeper to cool off. But yeah, we're looking at moderate risk there with yellow flags at Gulf shores. And although this shows a 80 to 90% chance of rain and thunderstorms there at the beach, we could see elements where it's not raining.
Right. Don't let this scare you and think it's just going to rain nonstop. That's what it kind of looks like when I look at it. But this is just showing that potential for rain. So you might end up seeing that rain at some point throughout the day, but definitely don't want to cancel it. It's still going to be warm and muggy.
Doesn't look like an all day long.
Not at all. And when you factor in the heat, of course, it's going to feel like it's near the triple digits each and every day. And here's that UV index, and I was looking at the forecast, still extreme. So we're still thinking we're going to see some breaks from the clouds and some sunshine. So just make sure you apply the sunscreen. Maybe try to avoid just being outside between the peak heating of the day, 10 a.m., 5 p.m., and just apply that SPF 15 plus every hour or so. And you know the deal. Make you always grab your hat. That's
I use one of those long sleeve shirts, you know, those the ones that you don't get too hot, and a hat, because the sunscreen junk gets in my eyeballs and burns.
It's not good.
So I just do the long sleeve shirt and the hat.
So here it is, the future radar, and you can see it's not a washout. It's not nonstop rain, but hit or miss showers and storms Thursday, Friday. Same idea, chance for some rain each and every day. Could actually occur overnight. We'll see what happens with that. But even going into the weekend, Saturday, just some scattered showers and storms.
It's periodic. It's not. It's not coming in all day long. So if you're thinking, oh my goodness, I need to cancel my plans. Now this is potential rainfall, but it's over the next 5 days.
Right.
So it's not overly dramatic there. 1.75 inch and 3/4 over 5-day period.
So you're telling me it's okay to go to the beach, just make sure I monitor the first alert weather app, huh?
I didn't say it, but you did, Matt.
I was thinking what you were thinking.
Okay. Well, here we go for the next 7 days. At least, you know, periodic rainfall, a chance of rain at some point during the day. But like we said, not a complete washout. But that's still a lot of mugginess, a lot of moisture content in the air, just like it is here.
Yeah, a lot of humidity, so the bugs are going to be out too.
Mm-hmm.
That's another story for another time. Weather on the go.
You're going to do the beach bug forecast coming up in the future?
It's a good idea. Might do it.
Okay.
Get Mike Dubberly to help us out with that.
Yeah. All right, weather on the go. You can check the forecast. You can check live radar, and you can send us a beach picture.
That sounds like a good idea.
Through the first alert, you just scroll down on the bottom, submit photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us where you took that picture and everything, and we'll see it. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Let's go to the beach.
Okay.
Yeah. Get the umbrella though.
All right.
And that's over. So a lightning storm forced the delay of the Nathan's Famous International Hot Dog Eating Contest in New York City yesterday. News 12 Brooklyn shares how the anticipation made some people feel.
Everyone in Coney Island came to see people eating as many hot dogs as they could, not be stuck in the rain.
You live up for that anticipation all year, and then it doesn't happen, and then you're just like, oh, you know.
Everyone heard the thunder, then the rain poured suddenly, leaving the lunch table for the men's competition empty. For some, this was their first time.
We just came out of a pandemic. You know, we needed this, and they just canceled it, and I'm so excited. I mean, I hope they restarted.
The #1 ranked eater in...
It did once the rain subdued. The men came out to the stage ready to devour lots and lots of hot dogs and be crowned the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest champ. There was one eater many came out to see, though.
Joey Chestnut, win it all!
He won with eating 63 hot dogs last year, and the fans were hopeful that he would beat that record.
We were born in New York City. We live in Delaware now, so we traveled all the way from Delaware to New York to come watch us.
He won his 16th title, but with 62 hot dogs, just one under his record last year. The women's winner this year?
Mickey Sudo!
With 39 hot dogs, as the two champs stood together to bask in their victory.
Do you see my face? I'm like, whoa. But a hot dog sounds really good right now. Anyways, let's talk more about the 4th of July because the United States turned a grand old 247 years old. And as a result, millions of Americans are looking up at the skies. Yes, fireworks. But you know what? They're also to keep an eye on extreme weather, where severe storms threaten 60 million people's celebrations. Emily Smidget has more on how Americans celebrated the day.
Just outside Washington, D.C., Arlington, Virginia celebrated the 4th of July under picture-perfect holiday skies. Not everyone proved as lucky.
Pouring, and the fans that came here to watch Joey Chestnut and to watch Jeffrey Esper had to find cover.
So much rain in Coney Island, thousands who came to watch the Nathan's famous international hot dog competition waited out a 90-minute rain delay.
3, 2, 1, put down your hot dog!
The delay 9 times as long as the 10 minutes it took winner Joey Chestnut to down 62 hot dogs and buns.
We just want to go see how the house looks and if we can stay.
In Washington state, along the Hood River, waiting carries higher stakes. Kathy and Bob Crummett's home is in the Tunnel 5 fire range. Officials say as many as 10 structures have already burned. The fire is only 5% contained. Getting it contained, they say, could take weeks. In early voting states, things heated up in presidential parade politics.
There was no place we'd rather be than in Iowa on the 4th of July.
Republican Mike Pence campaigning in sunny Iowa.
Happy 4th!
Rival Ron DeSantis dodging New Hampshire rain.
Each generation's got to step up and be a custodian of freedom.
Meanwhile, President Joe Biden hosting a barbecue at the White House for military families.
Happy 4th of July. God bless you and may God protect our troops.
On this 4th, tradition endured. Barbecues in the midst of triple-digit temperatures. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
And now we're going to take it back to before the 4th, where scientists say the world experienced the hottest day on record. Okay, at least as far as we know. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration reports the average temperature on Earth Monday was the warmest on record. The average global air temperature 2 meters above the surface was 62.62 degrees. And that beats the previous record of 62.46. And that was reached both last July and in August of 2016. Researchers think the heat is due to a combination of climate change and El Nino, and that's a naturally occurring weather pattern that can cause parts of North America to become warmer than usual. Lauren?
Yeah, Tania, and Britain's National Weather Service office said on Monday that this June in particular, was the hottest one on record for the UK. While this summer heat isn't just causing humans to sweat, cows can overheat from the rising temperatures too. And if they aren't at tip-top shape, dairy cows can't produce high-quality milk. Eric Miller explains how farmers try to keep them cool during the summer.
Let's go, ladies!
Monday afternoon, and Kate Bishop is checking on her cows.
Come on, Tuna! Taco! Yeah, I have weird names for my cows.
The small-scale dairy farmer looking for signs of overheating.
You want to see those good bulgy eyes. You want to see she's not panting, she's not overheated. The skin test, you pull it, goes right back.
Those checks especially important, as feels like temperatures climb well into triple digits, heat that's nothing to sniff at.
Cows are pretty resilient animals in general, but even heat like this gets to be a bit much for them.
Dr. Stephanie Ward is a dairy science extension specialist with NC State. She says in this heat, cows need shade, fanning when inside, and more.
And we'll feed them extra. We add electrolytes to their water, we add it to their feed, so they get sort of cow Gatorade.
Without that help, pregnant cows can lose calves, stop producing milk, and it can make it harder to spot serious illnesses. All potentially costly problems for the state's small farmers.
You know, I gotta say, I have some questions about cow Gatorade. Maybe try it out one day. I don't know. I feel like cow electrolytes maybe would not be as good for humans. Coming up on First Alert Weather Extra, we'll talk more about this summer weather in the forecast. And Tania Michelle will take a look at the weekend. We'll be right back.
We heard the first alert. Mom says we have to go. a storm like
She says I don't have time to grab any more toys.
need to be in your tornado-safe place. Get there right now as you have.
We have to get to our safe place because sometimes when you hear the siren, it's too late. That's why she says knowing first is everything.
We know weather can be grab the umbrella or jogging shoes, but it's so much more. It's a science, an art, led by knowledge and experience.
And no one has more of that than a WBRC First Alert weather team.
Warning you first with more hours committed to you. And the first forecast built to see weeks, days, and even minutes ahead, right down to where you live. From the team you trust on your favorite screen.
Doing the weather better. The WBRC First Alert weather team, always on your side.
The first alert is more than a warning. It's a promise. A promise to get you out of harm's way with plenty of time to spare. 4 walls and a roof can be replaced. Lives can't. That's why knowing first is everything. First Alert weather.
Welcome into First Alert Weather Extra. Meteorologist Lauren Linehan here. Hey, check it out. Looking kind of pretty on First Alert Sky Vision from Brookwood Baptist Medical Center here in Birmingham as you head towards Vestavia Hills. Got a beautiful view of some orange in the sky. We always love to see that. You got some nearby storms. You get that sun slowly creeping its way towards the horizon. You begin to see some cool colors out there. And I know I sound like a broken record all the time this summer, but I'm especially going to sound like a broken record about this. If you have any cool photos of the sunset or the storms around, send them in to us on the First Alert Weather app. We'll show them off, pimp you out here on First Alert Weather Extra. So let's look at more of our First Alert Sky Visions around the area at McWane Science Center in downtown Beeham. We've got some storms we're seeing in the distance, some of those towering cumulonimbus clouds that produce the thunderstorms and the rain we see so often in the summer months. And then over Lake Tuscaloosa, looking like a cozy night out on the water. We'll eventually see that sun setting within the next hour or so. And then still looking like storms have been clearing out from Jasper on First Alert Sky Vision, checking in at 84 in Walker County. So First Alert AccuTrack tonight is showing some widely scattered showers. We're not really seeing much in the way of any lightning with a lot of these storms. The one storm we're going to be watching out for is this one that is moving towards Aliceville over in Pickens County. We've got some storms pushing eastward that are going to be bringing some heavy downpours and the potential for some lightning as well. So that's really the one storm we want to watch. The rest of these, not much to call home about. As these storms come through, they can help to cool you off. As we look at the hourly forecast for tomorrow, starting off tomorrow morning, warm and muggy, could be a little bit of patchy fog around. There's going to be that sizzling sunshine. Eventually, as we progress through the morning, we'll see an isolated shower or storm possible. I still think the best rain coverage, though, is going to be as we get into the afternoon and evening hours, scattered showers and storms developing. Any storm that develops can produce a lot of heavy rainfall, some heavy downpours, cloud to ground lightning, and can't rule out some gusty winds either. So looking at that futurecast here over the next 24 hours, we do have just some isolated thunderstorms possible this evening, but I think generally should be quiet after sunset, a partly cloudy sky. I mentioned there could be a stray shower in the morning. I still think, though, our best rain chance is going to be holding off until the afternoon hours when we see that scattered development. So looking at the next 7 days, I mean, you probably could have guessed this yourself, right? It's like, what do you need us for? It's going to be hot and humid, and there's going to be a chance of storms around each day. So I think for Thursday and Friday, we're going to be looking at some better thunderstorm coverage. But as we get towards Saturday, maybe that changes a little bit. So I know a lot of you enjoyed the long weekend, but the question is, what about the weekend forecast? I know it's Wednesday, you've had a short work week, but it's like those long holiday weekends spoil us a little bit. So let's bring in now meteorologist Tania Michelle to tell us more about the forecast headed towards the weekend. And Tania?
Hi, Lauren. Yeah, listen, there's a lot going on this weekend. And over the past couple of weekends, lots of events. So I know you're probably wondering, hey, listen, is it going to be a good weekend for me to be outdoors, maybe enjoy some of these festivals that are going on, maybe the pool? Well, let's find out. One event happening Friday, maybe just before the weekend starts or after work. It starts at 6 p.m. and it will go on until 9 p.m. This is in Tuscaloosa, live at the Plaza, Government Plaza. We're holding on to some scattered showers and storms that evening. Maybe more of an isolated chance, I'd say, especially after about 7 or 8 p.m. when those rain chances get back down to about 20%. But notice how temperatures will still be fairly pleasant as we bring in the evening hours. 7 p.m., mid 70s, low 70s as we bring in 8 to 9 p.m. So, hey, bring your umbrella and rain jacket. Maybe you might catch an isolated shower or storm, but let's talk more about that weekend forecast right here on one of our models. We're going to see some cloud coverage as we bring in the weekend, a mix of sun and clouds. I definitely think plenty of us will get breaks on and off as these showers and storms move through. Here we are Saturday 3 p.m. seeing a couple of trouble spots that can see some wet weather as we continue for your Saturday night, and overnight looks like some scattered showers and storms could bring in on your Monday morning, and another round by Sunday, or not Monday, excuse me, Sunday morning, another round Sunday afternoon. Here we are at 1 p.m. Notice those temperatures though still around our seasonable norm, upper 80s, low 90s for daytime highs, but I do think that Sunday looks like the wettest day of the weekend, so definitely hold on to all of your rain gear. We're expecting some scattered showers and storms through your afternoon and evening on Sunday. Here we are Sunday at 10 p.m. still looking at the possibility for some wet weather. And as we look over and towards the weekend, what will it feel like? Yes, we're seeing temperatures around average in the low 90s, but that heat index is still far in the dangerous range, at least far above caution. We're seeing heat index values in the 3 digits, so it can still very easily feel like the upper 90s and 100 degrees out there. So make sure you're drinking lots of water and wearing sunscreen and applying multiple times throughout the day. Not only are we looking at the heat index, but muggy conditions are still around for us as we bring in the weekend. Here we are Saturday and Sunday looking at muggy conditions with those dew points in the mid or low to mid to upper 70s. So there's your weekend forecast for you. One more event happening this weekend is on Saturday, Marble Valley Festival, Hamilton Place. This is in Sylacauga. Like I mentioned, those scattered showers and storms are in the forecast. So keep checking in for updates. And of course, you can tune in tonight at 1st and 9 because I think Lauren Linehan will have some more information for you too. Lauren.
Yeah, that's right, Tania. We'll be here with the latest on the forecast. But before we leave you to depart to your evening on Weather Extra, y'all know we had to throw in a cute animal story. So a flamingo chick now has adopted parents after its biological family abandoned it as an egg. Keepers at Whipsnade Zoo say they monitored the egg in a nursery and then put it in a flamingo couple's nest. That nest belongs to birds named Florence and Freddie, who have taken the chick under their wings. They both feed the hatchling crop milk that comes from their digestive tracts. According to the British Zoo, the fluffy gray chick is now 2 weeks old and doing well. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at him trying to two-step right there. Oh no, maybe he's scratching his face. That's fair. Oh my goodness, just about as cute as can be. Shoot, I mean, I've been wanting to go to England for a while, but he may have just pushed me over the edge to book a ticket. Yeah, Tania and I, going ahead if the bosses are watching, we're putting in some PTO to travel across the pond and go see that little flamingo chick. But if you're going to be doing any traveling this weekend or staying close to home, likely going to be some thunderstorms in the forecast. You can see scattered thunderstorm coverage for Thursday and Friday. As Tania mentioned, we can expect some storms around, especially on Sunday when you'll want the rain gear. Still have the rain gear nearby during the summertime anyway, in case you have a little pop-up shower storm, and still looking hot, humid with a chance of storms into next week. But join us back here tonight on 1st at 9 for an update on your forecast, and here on Weather Extra weeknights at 6:30 on your favorite streaming platform. I'm meteorologist Lauren Linehan. Have a safe and happy Wednesday evening.